welcome back to another episode of the Daniel and Daniel Show. Now landing in, we're going to be talking about the benefits of traveling for entrepreneurs. Daniel, now you've done a lot of traveling.
I have.
Tell us, is it for inspiration? Is it for ideas? What is it? Why do you travel? Where do you go?
I love traveling as an entrepreneur, mainly because we have the freedom to do that.
Right.
That's one of the options. I don't have to schedule a vacation a year in advance or plan everything around this 1 or 2 week period.
Right.
So for me, I love the freedom of travel. Andrew on our team is a huge fan of travel and road trips. So we've done a number of road trips. We did a Canadian road trip.
That's my goal. That's my goal.
So we did the West Coast.
Okay.
We flew out west. We went through basically all of Alberta, well, not all, but we did Alberta and British Columbia. That was an amazing trip. You got to really see like the actual nature of Canada, the stuff we talked about appreciating. Appreciating like the real beauty of Canada outside of the city of Toronto or Brampton, where we're from. That being said, there are some amazing and surprising hubs of entrepreneurship in these cities.
Yeah.
So when we were in Calgary, we visited District Ventures, which is part of Venture Communications, something that Arlene Dickinson from Dragon's Den started. We got to check out the space she has there. She incubates all kinds of businesses, and she specifically focuses on Calgary. She wants, to really start that hub there instead of it always being Toronto-centric or even Ottawa-centric or Vancouver-centric. She really wants to grow that hub there. So that was really cool to see. Also in Vancouver, we visited some co-working spaces and got to see some individual entrepreneurs that are working on things there. So from coast to coast, there's some awesome stuff in Canada. Obviously, I've seen some really cool things in the States, like New York City. Went to try to visit Gary Vee, which we said hi to him.
Right, that's cool.
We tried to visit Casey Neistat, two of our favorite entrepreneurs and YouTubers. But again, travel is like, it's mind-blowing, literally.
Definitely. I love traveling for business. Now, believe it or not, one of the best reasons I love traveling for business, apart from, the exposure to different communities, different people, I actually love the time away to actually catch up on work.
Right.
It's so great, especially when I'm staying in a hotel, to separate myself from the tasks that I could be doing at my shop or in my community, and just kind of be forced to kind of just be there, present, look at some of the things I need to get done. I love reading, getting work done on the plane. So I really like that getaway and seclusion.
It breaks up the routine, right?
100%. It switches it and gives me a whole new work routine, which is refreshing.
Yes.
Other than that, I was fortunate enough to be Global Entrepreneurship Week Ambassador for Canada. So I got to travel to a few different provinces and check out their economic entrepreneur ecosystems and to see how they do business in different places. Mind-blowing.
What are some of the, what was your favorite place or one of the favorite places?
Well, I got to meet one of the Dragon's Dens was Brett Wilson.
Yep.
And that I think was in Saskatchewan.
Nice.
Just the way that they are. So here in Toronto and in the greater Toronto area, we're more, so they say, nose up, about our business. Out there's the prairies. It's more, hands to the grain. And all of their businesses, you see those different values in their business and how they run their businesses.
Right.
It was just a cool switch from being in the big city to going out to the prairie. So I really love that, and the food was amazing because I'm a foodie when I travel. So that was really good, a really good experience.
Awesome, and then also when we're traveling, it's a chance to meet new people, not just for networking purposes, but also just for research purposes to see what are they doing in the city, what type of services and needs do they have that's different from where we're from, and how can we have more of a global mindset or national mindset. Daniel, you also have the chance to travel to do some speaking as well, right?
Yes.
When you do speaking, which is one of the things you do. Tell me about that.
Oh my gosh, it's so impactful. So I've been fortunate enough to travel to a few places, especially universities and colleges in different, sometimes in the States or across Canada. It's so cool because you really get to see the values of a community, especially when I do motivational speaking there. You see what maybe the school's facing, what's important to them, based on what I'm going to speak about. And then you get to step back and look into their community and see how it's run. And it's very different than where we live in most cases, especially in the States. It is not here. So getting that different perspective makes me come back, really appreciate where I'm from, and really want to see change where I'm from in my own community, locally.
Exactly, and if you have the chance to travel and you are able to work remotely, like Daniel said, working in your hotel room, working on the plane, if you can work remotely, I would highly encourage you at least a couple times a year to go somewhere, whether it's a neighboring city somewhere, like if you're from Toronto, for example, even something like Waterloo, they have a whole huge startup ecosystem there, or Brampton, take a day trip even. If you can get away from that, choose a cool place to work in, a cafe like Tea by Daniel, or somewhere that's local only to that. Don't just go to the next chain place that's in your city already. But totally take your chance to travel and the
check
people,
out the locals,
local stuff. The people you meet there are honestly inspiring, and it gives you stuff to write about for content, some social media stuff to share, and obviously great memories and networking for your business. So travel as much as you can, like we said. For more tips on business, entrepreneurship, check out danielshow.co. That is our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at danielshow.co.
Toot toot! All aboard!
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Daniel.
We want you guys to join us at danielshow.co.
Business tips, entrepreneurship advice. We're going to make things simple for you. We're going to break it down.
Watch our videos and don't forget to subscribe. We want you guys to join us.